Hello everyone, hope all of you are doing great. So I just finished watching episode 4 of Sandman. Now those of you who had seen my previous video about Sandman would know that I had mentioned that I would make one video for each episode. But honestly guys, when I watched the second and the third episode, I didn't really enjoy it much. It was only when I watched the fourth episode today, I kind of felt excited about it. So that's why today I have a few things to say. Now the graphic novels are episodic. Each issue of the graphic novel was kind of an independent episode, which most of the times introduced new characters as well. And that's the same kind of format the show is following too. In the first 3 episodes, I felt that the treatment was a little clumsy. I was not able to connect with the characters much. The first episode was fascinating because it was the beginning and it had its charm, but then it started to lose out on the subsequent episodes. But the 4th episode has really picked up things well. We get the story of Cain and Abel in one episode. The character of Constantine is introduced in another. And in the 4th episode, Morpheus goes, it's not a big spoiler guys. So Morpheus goes to hell and something happens there. Now 4th episode is actually a mix of 2 issues and I think it's handled well. The switch is very interesting, primarily because they both are kind of strong. No, actually one of the issues was not that strong, but the issue with the depiction of hell and what happens there was definitely a strong issue and I really enjoyed reading it. They made a few changes, but it's not a disappointment, it's even more exciting. But the imagery of hell that we get in the TV show is slightly different from how it was depicted in the graphic novels. But the detail that they have put in creating the whole world, the gate to hell, it actually looked like what Art Nouveau style would be in hell. And I thoroughly enjoyed looking at all those tiny little details. Again, you got to watch that video in which Neil Gaiman sits and responds to the trailer. He gives out so much of information and trivia about the show. It's very interesting. Coming to the episodic nature of the series up till now and how it doesn't work and kind of feels jumped was a bit disappointing, because if I think of a similar kind of treatment, Supernatural, the series also had a very episodic way of presenting its story for its first season, and that was done pretty well. In that show also we had a very limited number of characters who reappeared in every episode, and in the case of the Sandman the same happens. But anyhow, the show is picking up, and after watching episode number 4, now I can say yes, this show is a recommendation. It is fun. When I was reading the graphic novels, the issue called Going to Hell was for the first time when I felt the punch of philosophical strength in this graphic novel, and the same comes through in the show as well. But maybe since I had read that story arc before, what happens finally and what Lucifer says in the end didn't have that kind of an effect as I felt when I was reading it. But I'm not really complaining because I did enjoy watching that episode. The story is picking up now. I am rooting for characters and I want to know the story more, and the show is simply getting more exciting. Coming back to the idea why episode 4 worked so well for me, so it picks up 2 scenarios. One is a trip to hell, which intrigues and works on that level, and on the other hand we have the story arc which happens at night. There's a car, there's a woman, there's a stranger, it's raining, and the whole environment is very mysterious. It's very classic crime thriller kind of a setup, because of which that story arc works really well as well. So when cuts are made from hell to the real world, you follow both of them with equal excitement. Anyway guys, so more reviews are coming in and the show is beginning to get mixed reviews now, but I need to watch the whole series before I make a final statement. So I'm going to watch the remaining episodes and I'm going to comment. I might not make videos for each episode separately. I might club up a few. Let's see how that goes. And that's all for today guys. Have you guys started watching the Sandman? How do you like it? What has your response been? Lock and Key has also dropped its next season. I might watch it, I might not, but I don't think I'm going to cover it on this channel. But if any one of you is watching it, do share your thoughts about that as well. We can have a discussion. And until next time, keep watching, keep listening, keep reading. Cheers.